Next is what? Valuation of the medical facilities. How you will be valuing the medical facilities. So here, one is fixed medical allowance. We have discussed already. What is fixed medical allowance? Fixed medical allowance is what? A fixed sum is given by the employer. And as you are aware, fixed medical allowance is what? Fully taxable. Fixed medical allowance is fully taxable. Now, in case if any medical facility has been provided in the employer's hospital to the employee or any member of his household, and if any of his family member, the same is what? Exempt from tax. So basically, medical facility to the employee or any of his family members. Here family basically means what? Spouse and children of the individual, and parents, brothers and sisters who are wholly and mainly dependent on the individual, who are wholly or mainly dependent on the individual. So here, if the expenditure has been incurred by the employer in his hospital, hospital is maintained by the employer on medical treatment of the employee or any of his family member. Family here means spouse, as I have already told you, and the children of the individual, and the parents, brothers and sisters of the individual, or any of them who is wholly or mainly dependent on that individual. So if expenditure has been incurred on the medical treatment in the employer's hospital or in respect of the employee or any of his family members, the same is exempt from tax. It is what? Exempt from tax. Then, in case if any sum is paid by an employer, if any sum is paid by an employer in respect of expenditure incurred by the employee, in respect of expenditure which is incurred by the employee on medical treatment or treatment of any of his family members in hospital which has been maintained by the government, local authority, or any other hospital approved by the government, that is also what? Exempt from tax. So if it is a hospital which has been maintained by the government or by the local authority or any other hospital which has been approved by the government, if expenditure has been incurred by the employee which is reimbursed by the employer, or expenditure has been made by the employer in respect of medical treatment of the employee or his family member. Medical treatment is of the employee or his family member in a hospital which has been maintained by the government, or it is by the local authority or any other hospital which has been approved by the government. In that case, the same is exempt from tax. Besides this, in respect of the prescribed diseases are there and approved hospitals are there which are approved by CCIT or CIT. If any expenditure has been incurred in respect of the medical treatment of the employee or any of the member of his household in respect of prescribed diseases in approved hospital by CCIT or CIT, the same is exempt from tax. So treatment of prescribed disease. The diseases are prescribed in Rule 3A. In hospital which has been approved, hospitals are approved by the Principal Chief Commissioner or Chief Commissioner of the Income Tax. Or the same is what? Exempt from tax. So this expenditure which is incurred on medical treatment is exempt. Now it may so happen that employer has obtained group health insurance in respect of the employees. So group mediclaim of the employees is obtained by the employer, that is under a scheme of GIC, General Insurance Corporation, or it's approved by insurers who are approved by IRDA, and the employer pays the premium. Employer pays the premium. On the group mediclaim of the employee under scheme of GIC or any other insurers which have been approved by IRDA, the same is what? It is exempt from tax. It is also exempt from tax. So fundamentally, any premium which is paid by an employer in order to effect an insurance, any premium paid by an employer in order to effect an insurance on the health of his employee, under a scheme approved by the central government or the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority. This is basically group mediclaim which has been taken by the employer in respect of the employees. It will be exempt from tax. Similarly, if employee pays health insurance premium, for himself or family member, and this insurance has been approved by IRDA or the central government, then employer reimburses the same. It shall be exempt from tax. The same shall be exempt from tax. So any sum which is paid by the employer in order to reimburse the health insurance premium paid by the employee. The health insurance premium is paid by the employee on his own health or health of any of his family members, and the scheme has been approved by central government or the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority. Then that health insurance premium so paid is also what? Exempt from tax. That is also exempt from tax. But in case if any medical expenditure has been incurred in any private clinic, if any medical expenditure has been incurred in any private clinic, then it will be what? Taxable. If the medical expenditure has been incurred in any private clinic, it will be chargeable to tax. The same will be taxable. Then we come to what? The medical treatment abroad. Medical treatment abroad. So what here is we are discussing is about the treatment expenditure on the medical treatment abroad of the patient. Then we have here it is a treatment and stay abroad of patient, including one attendant. Medical treatment abroad of the patient, including one attendant. Stay of the patient and one attendant, as well as cost of travel. Of the patient plus one attendant. So if you are going for medical treatment abroad, then one attendant must accompany you. So basically, the expenditure which is incurred on medical treatment of the employee or any of his family member, including stay abroad of the employee and one attendant, the same is exempt from tax to the extent which is permitted by the RBI. It is exempt to the extent permitted by RBI. It is exempt to the extent it is permitted by RBI. The cost of travel of the employee or any of his family member who is a patient, including one attendant, the same will be exempt if the gross total income, if the GTI, gross total income, before including the said expenditure, does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs. If the GTI does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs, then whatever expenditure has been incurred on the cost of travel of the employee or say any of his family members including one attendant, the same will be exempt. So basically it is a treatment of the patient, medical treatment of the patient and stay including one attendant. Treatment as well as stay. It is exempt to the extent it is permitted by RBI. Cost of travel of the patient including one attendant, same will be exempt if the gross total income before including this expenditure, that is the cost of travel, does not exceed what? Rupees 2 lakhs. Now here hospital, it also includes a dispensary, it includes a clinic or it will include a nursing home. Family, as I have already discussed, family means spouse and children of the individual, parents, brothers and sisters of the individual, or any of them who are say wholly or mainly dependent on the individual. Now we are discussing one question. Here Miss Rakhi is an employee of a private company. Rakhi is employee of a private company. She receives the following medical benefits from the company during the previous year. Reimbursement of the following medical expenses which has been incurred by the Miss Rakhi on treatment of her self-employed daughter in private clinic. So if the treatment is in a private clinic, it is what? Taxable. This will be taxable. Then on treatment of herself by a family doctor, this will also be taxable. On treatment of her mother-in-law dependent on her in a nursing home, mother-in-law is not coming under the ambit of family, not coming under the ambit of family. Hence, taxable. This will also be taxable. Then payment of premium on Mediclaim policy taken on our health. If any Mediclaim policy, the same is approved by IRDA, it will be what? Exempt from tax. It will be exempt. Fixed medical allowances, say fully taxable. It is fully taxable. Then here, medical expenses reimbursed on her son's treatment in government hospital. The same will be exempt from tax because he is a family member and expenditure has been incurred in the government hospital. Expenses incurred by company on treatment of her son abroad, of minor son abroad, the expenditure will be exempt to the extent permitted by RBI. Similarly, here expenses in relation to foreign travel and stay of her son. Limit prescribed for this. Now they have given travel as well as stay. Basically, if it is for cost of travel is exempt if the gross total income does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs. So we presume that the GTI does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs. We presume that this GTI does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs. And here the expenditure on treatment as well as the stay is within the limits permitted by the RBI. Therefore, the same will be exempt. So we are required to compute the taxability. So here, the computation of the medical treatment, medical facility perquisite. First one is what? Reimbursement of the expenses. Expenditure on medical treatment of employee's daughter in private clinic. Since it is in private clinic, hence taxable. This will be taxable. It is 8,000 rupees. So it's 4,000 rupees. It is 4,000 rupees. Then next is expenditure on treatment of herself, on treatment of employee by family doctor. This is also taxable, 8,000 rupees. 8,000 rupees is taxable. Next is treatment of our mother-in-law. Expenditure on treatment of our mother-in-law in private clinic. The same is also taxable for the both reasons that, in a nursing home, it's not in a private clinic, it's a nursing home. In nursing home, mother-in-law do not fall in the ambit of family member. Hence taxable. How much amount it is? 5,000 rupees. Next is about health insurance premium paid by employer. Health insurance premium on health of employee. It will be exempt from tax. That same will be what? Exempt from tax. Mediclaim. Then medical allowance. Fixed medical allowance. Fixed medical allowance is 2,000 per month. It is fully taxable. that is 24,000 rupees. Then is medical expenses reimbursed on her son's treatment in government hospital. Medical treatment in government hospital of family member. Reimbursement thereof will be exempt. The same is exempt. Okay. Then expenses incurred on treatment of minor son abroad. Expenditure on medical treatment and stay abroad of patient, including one attendant, it will be exempt. The same will be exempt to the extent permitted by RBI. So here we see if the same is within the limits, overall limits, same will be exempt. Then cost of travel of patient and one attendant shall be exempt. The same will be exempt if GTI does not exceed rupees 2 lakhs. Hence it is exempt. Therefore, this is also exempt. The taxable value of medical facility will be how much? $12,017 and 421, 41,000 rupees. 41,000 rupees is the taxable value of the medical facility. So this we have discussed. Now you have to make assumptions, you have to write those properly, those working notes also. Then we'll be discussing about the other prescribed fringe benefits. What are the other prescribed fringe benefits that we'll be discussing in our next lecture. This was a medical treatment. Now about the prescribed fringe, other prescribed fringe benefits. The same will be discussed by us in our next lecture.